There was once a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and ancient forests, a place where everyone knew their neighbor and life moved at a gentle, predictable pace. In this village lived a young woman named Eliana. She was known for her kindness and her unwavering sense of duty, but deep within, she struggled with doubt. Eliana had always been taught to trust in God's plan, to believe that every twist and turn in life happened for a reason. Yet when hardship struck her family, when her father grew ill and the harvest failed, Eliana's faith was tested as never before. Each morning, she would rise before dawn, tending to the fields alone, her hands raw from work, her heart heavy with worry. She prayed, as she had been taught, but her prayers felt hollow, her words drifting upward into silence. The other villagers offered sympathy and advice, but no one could lighten the burden she carried. Eliana began to wonder if anyone, even God, truly heard her cries. One cool autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the hills, Eliana wandered into the forest, seeking solace among the whispering trees. Her thoughts swirled with questions. Why must her family suffer? Why were her efforts never enough? She knelt beside a small stream, her reflection trembling in the water. It was there that she noticed a tiny seedling pushing up through a crack in a stone. The sight caught her breath, a fragile green shoot, defying all odds, reaching for the light. Moved by the resilience of the seedling, Eliana sat quietly and watched. She realized that, despite its impossible circumstance, the plant did not question the path it had been given. It simply grew, trusting the sun and rain would come, that its roots would find earth. In that moment, a quiet understanding began to bloom within Eliana's heart. She saw that faith was not about having all the answers, nor was it about living a life free from pain or uncertainty. Faith was the courage to keep growing, even in the hardest places. It was the trust that, though she could not see the whole plan, there was a purpose unfolding beyond her understanding. Days turned into weeks, and Eliana carried this lesson with her. She continued her work, but with a renewed spirit. She reached out to her neighbors, and together, the village helped her family through the difficult season. Her father slowly regained his strength, and the next year, the fields flourished as never before. Through her struggle, Eliana discovered a new kind of faith, one that was not shaken by hardship, but deepened by it. The villagers began to notice the change in Eliana. Her kindness seemed to glow brighter, her hope contagious. When others faced their own challenges, they came to her for comfort and guidance. She would tell them about the seedling in the stone and how it taught her to trust in a plan greater than her own. The story of Eliana reminds us that faith is not a shield against difficulty, but a lamp to guide us through the darkness. It is the quiet strength to keep moving forward, even when the path is uncertain. Sometimes the greatest transformations happen not when life is easy, but when we learn to trust, to persevere, and to believe that every struggle is part of a story still being written. So, when you find yourself facing trials or doubting the purpose of your journey, remember the seedling in the stone. Trust that you are growing, even in hidden ways. Believe that your faith, tested and refined, will one day inspire others. For in trusting the plan, even when we cannot see it, we discover a strength and peace that can change not only our own lives, but the world around us.